Good morning, kindergarten. How are you? I feel like it's been forever since we've done anything together, and I miss you guys. I hope you're doing well, and I hope that you are having some fun at home. And it's a beautiful day. Maybe you're going to get outside and play. Maybe you could have a picnic or a bike ride or something like that. Later today, I'm going to go on a bike ride, and after I'm done working, and see what I see. So today I wanted to teach you another art lesson that you can do anytime at home. This is making your own paint. So we're going to need some help from mom and dad, or maybe a bigger brother or sister who can help you out with this. I have 3 different ways to tell you how to make the paint. I'm going to show you one of them. I wish I could show you all, but I don't have all of the ingredients. So first, let me tell you about the ones where I don't have the ingredients, because I don't have the things to show you. When I'm ready to show you, I'll change my camera and you can see my tabletop. The first one that I heard about, which read about, which I think is kind of funny, is pudding paint. So if you happen to have, ask mom or dad, do you have a packet of vanilla pudding, the powder kind where you add the milk? You're going to take vanilla pudding and mix it with 2 cups, so 1 packet of vanilla pudding and 2 cups of ice cold water, and mix that all up. And when it's all mixed up and smooth, you have to put it in the refrigerator for several hours or maybe even overnight so it gets nice and cold. And then the next day when you take it out, you can pour that into maybe some muffin tins. You know how if you make cupcakes or muffins, you can take one of those and pour a little bit in each. And then if you have food color, you can put a little drop or 2 of food color in each one of those muffin tins, and you'll have all these different colors of paints to use. So that's pudding paint. I don't think you should eat it, but it's made with food. Okay, the other way, number 2, is kind of like the same. If you don't have a packet of pudding, but you have those little pudding cups ready to go, like you maybe take in your lunch, and you have a vanilla one, you can put food coloring right in that. It sounds really weird, and you might want to be careful and be clean or do it outside, but you can put your food color right there in that pudding and use your paintbrush or use it as finger paint outside, because you're going to get sticky, and paint with your pudding. Sounds funny, but it looks pretty fun. Anyway, I don't think I would save either of those paintings, because maybe there's some sugar in there and it might seem kind of sticky later once it dries, but it's fun while you're doing it, so it's more of an activity. Okay, that was the first way. The second way is the most beautiful paint, and I'm so sad that I don't have this one ingredient that I need, which is corn syrup. So ask if you have corn syrup. Same thing, you can squeeze a little or spoon a little bit out into those muffin cups or into containers like this plastic container here. Squeeze a little bit out and put a drop of food color in, and it's ready to go. You paint with that, and it's very beautiful, bright colors, and it dries. You would think it would be sticky, but when it dries overnight, it's not sticky at all, and it has kind of a shininess to it, so it's really beautiful. I wish I had that for you, but I don't. Maybe you have corn syrup, and you can try that at home. What I do have is way number 3, and we're going to make that right now. So first, let me tell you the ingredients, and then I will switch up my camera while you go get the stuff, and then we can make this, okay? You're going to need some vinegar, just regular old white vinegar. You're going to need some cornstarch. Sometimes you might have this at home if you're going to make gravy or something. It helps thicken up the gravy. So, or chalk. We can make chalk with this too. And you will need food color. So different colors of food coloring. A spoon to mix, and either that muffin tin that we talked about or containers. I'm using these little plastic containers today. Okay, so go gather up that stuff, please. I will get my camera ready, and I'll meet you back here in a few minutes. Okay, welcome back. I hope you got all of your items together. So let's start out. Okay, I'm going to mix just 2 colors right now. You can mix as many as you have containers to put them in. Now, there's only one thing to know about. It's very simple directions on this. Here's my little cheat sheet. You're going to use 2 parts of cornstarch. Here's my cornstarch. 3 parts of vinegar. What that means is whatever you're going to use to measure, if it's a small spoon or a big spoon, okay, it doesn't matter. What you want to do is have 2 spoons of cornstarch. So let me do that. Okay, here's 1 spoon, 2 spoons, and now we have to do 2 more for my other one. Okay, 1 spoon. That's a little too much. 2 spoons. Okay, 2 parts of corn starch and 3 parts of vinegar. So I'm going to pour the vinegar and hope I don't spill. 3 parts, remember, so we're going to do 3 of these spoons in each one. 1, 2, 3. Now we got to do this other one. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's mix them up. Feels kind of funny when you're mixing anything with cornstarch. Sometimes the cornstarch can feel really thick or lumpy, kind of like you're mixing really thick mud if you're making mud pies outside. You ever do that? I used to make mud pies when I was a kid. All right, here's 1. And it looks sort of like milk, right? Let's mix up the other one. Smells like salad dressing because of the vinegar, but it looks like milk. I wouldn't want to taste this because it's like just eating plain vinegar. So don't taste it. Probably gross and yucky. Okay, nice and mixed up. I'm looking to make sure that there's no clumps in there and there's no big parts that are unmixed. Okay, now, in art class when I came to visit you, I think we learned about the primary colors. In fact, I'm pretty sure we did. Remember what the primary colors were? Red, yellow, and blue. With these 3 colors, you can make all the colors. So let's start out. I'm going to start out with yellow. I'm going to put yellow in each. You don't have to mix like this. If you have a bunch of muffin tins, you don't need to do what I'm doing. But I want you to learn a little bit about color mixing too. So I'm going to put in 2 drops of yellow into each one of these. Okay. Looks pretty dark, but I promise you it's yellow. Let's mix it up and see. Look at that. It's a beautiful bright yellow, isn't it? Okay. Get it all mixed in, no lumps. Come over here, mix this one. Same thing, no lumps. Get all that food color mixed around in there. Okay, now, I wish I had a 3rd container, but I don't right now. So, actually, let me go check. I'll be right back. Guess what? I have another container. It's a little bit big, but I'm going to use it. So I'm going to just put a little bit of this in there and a little bit of this. That way I can make all the colors. Okay. 3 yellows, right? All right. Now, what if I took... I don't want to do 3 yellows. Okay, what happens if I have yellow and I add blue to it? Do you remember? What's yellow plus blue? Let's find out. 1 drop. What color is that? Makes a beautiful green. Okay, now let me do something funny. I'm going to take a little bit of this yellow and save it over here. Okay, let's just save that to the side. All right, now, so we had yellow plus blue. What happens if we have yellow plus red? What does that make? Do you remember? Let's find out. One drop. Mix it up. I'm cleaning my spoon because I have green on it and I don't want to mix the green in there. Okay. What color did we get? Orange. Okay, so now I saved this one. Yours is going to come out better than mine because you probably have a lot of different containers. So you could have made one with just red, one with just yellow, and one with just blue. And then you could have mixed like I did to make these other colors, where I mixed red and yellow for orange and yellow and blue for green. But for me, I don't have enough for all the colors, so you're going to have an extra special surprise on yours where mine is not as colorful. So let's move these up here. Now it's time to paint. You need a piece of paper, okay, and you need a paintbrush. Let me get mine out of my jar here. And you may just paint whatever you want, or you could have some fun. What if you had some blue tape or some masking tape and you just put it on the paper like this in different ways, and you kind of made a design with this tape. Do you remember, did we make sidewalk chalk? I can't remember if I made that with you guys or not. But if we did, you may have done a design on your driveway using tape. And something like what we're doing here. But if you didn't, then this will be new and fun for you. So you're going to just divide up your paper. You don't have to do this. Again, you can just go have fun and paint whatever you want on your painting, on your paper. But I'm going to try this, and I'm going to press this down really well. Get my brush, and you probably want to mix again before you paint because sometimes it separates. So let's take this and let's paint a section. How about this one? Look at that. You made your own paint, your own yellow paint. And when this dries, it's going to be a beautiful pale yellow color. So you have to set it aside and let it dry. Since it's a nice sunny day, I bet you if you put it outside in the sun, somewhere where if you have a dog, he can't get to it. Maybe because I have a dog and he gets everything, so I always have to put my stuff on a table. Okay, remember, you want to rinse your brush in between colors. Let's go into this green one. How about green can go right here? I wonder if any of you have done this before, where you made your own kind of paint. I wonder if you even made that pudding paint before. Okay, there's my green section. Maybe I need another green section. How about I have some more green up here? So you're just going to have fun painting whatever you want, or making this design with tape and filling up the sections with the different colors of paint. Okay, we're back. Now it's time for me to put this outside to dry, and in a few minutes, when it's dry, I'll come back and show you what happens when we take off the tape. See you in a few minutes. Okay, we're back, and my paint is nice and dry, so I can carefully peel off this tape and let you see what it looks like underneath. Kind of fun to peel the paint off. You just have to be careful because you could rip the paper underneath, especially if your paper is a little thinner, like if you were using printer paper, sometimes it can tear a little more easily. If that happens, don't be discouraged. Just maybe make another painting. Try again. Have some more fun with your paint. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That is so neat. Okay, and then I'm going to just go like this, kind of tap my paper because there's a little bit of chalkiness to this paint. So I'm just tapping that off, or you could brush it off in the garbage can. So there you go. You have made your own paint and you made a tape painting. Good job. See you next week.